So Brian recently got pulled over in the Supra. He had everything, all his paperwork and everything with him, so it wasn't a big deal. I got something sent to me in the mail for a vehicle I don't even own. So
interesting.
It's interesting. We'll go over this here soon, but we had some fun. We just got back in the Supra. Hopefully you guys saw that video, and I don't know if the camera can pick this up. Maybe you can see all of that like dirt and everything. All the mud got kicked up from the tire on the passenger side there.
Come down here. This is tire smoke. Like all this black. You can see how. We'll get a little.
Look at that. Yeah.
But you can see how it is. So this car is completely ceramic coated. The lower and the front is all paint protection film. Let's just hose it off and see what this looks like actually.
Yeah.
First time washing it after the coating. Coating was done about a week ago.
So it's had plenty of time.
Yeah, it's been cured, everything good. So let's just hose it off. I'm excited. Ready?
Yep. Look at all the water just bead right off.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And then there's a little bit of marks, as you can see, but ready? They're gone.
Right off, just like that. It feels...
Wow, it's so
wow, it feels smooth. Very, I don't need, yeah, smooth?
It's like glass, literally.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But even this stuff?
So if you guys want to keep your vehicles in excellent looking shape, the Tacoma has ceramic coating on it for going off-road, and any sports car really needs it.
I mean,
because they're so low.
On camera, but even look at all this.
Yeah.
It's covered in mud and crap all over it. And yet, this is going to be an easy, basic car wash. It's going to look so good.
You may have not even needed to use water. You could have maybe done a
wireless
wash.
I could have,
but when you just have mud like this, it's easier just to rinse it off first, and then you can get your rags out and waterless, or even just wash it like he's doing. I get this letter here. This is from NC Quick Pass. If you're not familiar with North Carolina, do you think other states have something like this, right?
Yeah.
Most likely.
We're new to get this kind of stuff.
What?
We're kind of new to get this.
Yeah. I'm not too familiar with all of this. Basically, there's toll roads that you can pay, and you can have what's called a quick pass or sometimes an easy pass, where you can take the toll road basically, so you can avoid traffic, not get stuck in bumper to bumper, and you just have basically your own lane, so that way you can bypass everybody. It's not something that I use or have, or we've never even been on the fast lane. We don't drive on the highway a lot. We like to take the back roads if we're going down to do car reviews or on the motorcycles or something. We just don't like being in traffic. So it's odd that I got this in the mail, and this is for 8 transactions going down a highway. Now this highway here is about an hour and a half from where I live, which made it a little bit more odd that I would get this. However, the license plate for this is for the Audi R8. If you guys haven't seen, I sold my car, what is that, 2 weeks ago now?
It technically sold like right around when I bought this.
Yeah.
I just got my tag for this.
So that's been a month? A month.
A month.
This tag no longer existed on my vehicle, which again made it that much more suspicious because there's a picture of the license plate. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera though, but the last digit is blurred out or scratched out. How would they kind of fudge that on the print? Like, what was something wrong with the copier or the printer or something, you know, to make it smudge? Around this whole time frame as well, this is all in September, my car was on consignment. So again, it made it a little bit more suspicious. Where was my car? Was my car actually being driven? Was somebody taking it home? Because all these locations are to and from the same location. So
those dates, it was actually at a performance shop down closer to those roads.
Yeah.
For the pre-purchase inspection.
Yeah, there was a pre-purchase inspection done about a half hour from where these locations were. So then it got thinking, well, if it's not the dealer that it's on consignment with, is this performance shop out having fun while they're inspecting my car? And so basically I started doing a whole bunch of, what would you call it? Detective work on the exact dates. Huh?
Who was in what room with the candlestick?
Yeah, I became a car detective here, and I was mapping out every single transaction date and where I was. For example, on the 9/14, I was at the zoo. So I was out having some fun. Brian was there. We were all having a good time at the zoo, and at 4:42 a.m. somebody was driving my car either to work or, well, they would have to be to work, or it was out on a joyride in the R8. So that had me doing a whole bunch of research trying to figure out basically, you know, what's going on. I was getting to the point where I was going to call either the performance shop or the dealer that I had my car with just to see, you know, what's going on, what's the scoop. Someone has to come clean. They're driving my car, right?
Kind of narrowed it down to,
yeah,
it would have, if anything, it would have to be the performance shop.
Yeah.
Because of the location,
right,
dates,
the next thing that I did was try to see how long the performance shop had my car, because that was kind of an unknown factor. I didn't know how long they actually had the car. It turns out it was only a couple days.
Yeah.
It was only 2 or 3 days, and there's 8 different transactions on here, and a lot of them don't even match up with when my car was being shipped down there.
That's where it looked fishy, because some of those dates it was down there, the other dates it was at the dealership.
Yeah, a lot of these days too were on the weekend, so Saturday and Sunday. Most performance shops, most dealers are not open on Sunday, which even made it that much more, what are you doing with my car on a Sunday? Well, to take a break from that so I'm not rambling on too much, how is the washing going with the ceramic coating? How's
Awesome.
everything look?
Look at how big the water beads are up here.
Dude, that's crazy.
They're huge. Yeah, it's crazy.
Dang, Bri.
Like,
that looks so good.
this is all PPF'd.
Yeah.
Notice how the shine of this just looks like paint.
Yeah.
Like, this Suntech film is insane. But look at this. Look at the water.
I'm excited to get the C8 wrapped.
And we might even have
We have a special surprise on the wrap,
yeah.
which will trigger a lot of people, but wait until you see it.
Oh, it won't trigger anything. It'll be awesome.
Yeah. I ended up getting this bill on a Sunday. Now, everyone is closed on Sundays, so I had to basically do all this research on Sunday, and on Monday I decided to call the Quick Pass facility. So basically, the last digit on the license plate is blurred out, so I wanted to verify what that number was and the make and model of the vehicle, because if you look at the bottom of this number, there's only 2 digits it could be, either a 3 or a 5, because the bottom of it has that shape of a 3 or 5, and you only have 1 through 9 to eliminate. And I knew I could trust the shop that I had my car at. I knew they weren't going to be out in this area. It's an hour and a half from the dealership. Nobody lives down there. So the fact that there's 8 different transactions in 1 month at the same place,
Yeah.
it kind of made it, I don't know. I was angry at first, but then it started to kind of make sense.
Yeah, it wouldn't be them. We know them.
So,
And the performance shop it was at, that's a reputable one. They get GT3 RSs in.
yeah.
It's not like your car is anything special. It's,
Yeah, to this shop,
Yeah,
it's nothing
normal.
special.
It's normal stuff.
So basically, after calling and having them confirm the license plate, it turns out it was, I don't know the year, but it was a black Honda Odyssey, where the actual owner of that vehicle did something to their license plate so they wouldn't get caught. Now,
They must have put like a piece of tape on the top of that letter.
they definitely did something so they wouldn't get caught. Now the funny thing is, I told the Quick Pass facility that the only other number that could be is a 3, because they were still investigating this. And so I was like, you know what, you can send the bill to them once they, you know, verify that is who owns the vehicle, because that is a pretty funny karma situation in my opinion,
Yeah.
where they're trying to get out of, get this, ready?
Oh yeah.
$4.19. Now, I know it's under $5. I was more concerned about who was driving my vehicle. At the time, I didn't know it was a different vehicle. And for somebody to blur out their license plate to get out of paying $4.19 for a month is kind of shocking. Just kind of goes to show you what people are willing to do and not do the right thing. So I ended up getting a bill on a vehicle I didn't even own. It wasn't even driven much in September. It was trailed down to the performance shop. So I was like, oh, maybe they missed my license plate and it was on a trailer or something too, but which could have been a valid point. But yeah, that just goes to show you what people are willing to do to not pay to be able to take a toll lane where you're supposed to pay so you can get, you know, the fast lane there. So that's pretty crazy.
Funny because now they're probably gonna get a late bill.
Yeah.
It might be like $40 now.
Yeah, so long story short, have any of you ever got a bill for a vehicle that you've never had, you haven't driven much, or basically wasn't even yours? I can laugh at it now.
Yeah.
Because karma is gonna come and get this owner, and even though it's $4.19, hopefully they get some late fees, hopefully they get some penalties.
Even then, it's like all this for what, a $30 bill if anything?
Yeah, I know, right? Like it makes it more. It put a lot of stress on me Sunday, because like, if you can see all these notes, you know, 9:10 I picked up my car, 9:11 I swapped out the exhaust, 9:12 I dropped it off, I was at the zoo, I was on vacation, I wasn't even in the same state on 2 of these dates, and it just got me thinking, like, where's my car? Who was I trusting my car with?
From your perspective, it's like, was someone taking your car for a weekend? Because you owned the car at that time.
Yeah, on consignment you still own the vehicle, so.
If something happened, that's
oh gosh,
a total car, that's not good for your next car because you couldn't buy the next car.
Yeah, it's still on my insurance, it's still my tag, everything is still valid. It put some stress on me, which was unneeded stress from a complete stranger that didn't.
Drives a minivan.
Who drives a minivan? Yeah. What is wrong with people?
I think the moral of the story is honesty.
Just be honest.
It's $4. Come on.
Yeah, I know. You're doing all this work, but what's funny is maybe at some point maybe they'll get pulled over for license plate blockage, whatever you want to call it, hiding a number. You know?
Yeah.
Because it's not if a cop's behind you, you're not gonna be able to read that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a sketchy owner, which hopefully not.
If it's intentional, who knows? There could have just been a leaf stuck to it.
Yeah. But if it was intentional, something will come back around.
Of course.
Yeah, and they'll have to pay $40 instead of $4. So I think that's gonna wrap it up for my rant on my Audi R8. I haven't had it in 2.5 weeks now, so just to get a late bill, kind of ironic. But let's get back to this Supra and washing it for the first time with the ceramic coating and everything. So the wheels are done and the calipers are done as well.
Yeah.
How do they look?
One thing cool I'm noticing, I don't have to rinse it as hard.
Yeah?
Like watch these wheels, you know?
Yeah.
When I soap them up, which by the way, the Supra, I love that. It looks so cool.
Yeah, the attention to Brian's detail with the sticker.
$5
cool.
sticker. But even the soap, like it'll clean it,
Yeah.
but gravity kind of just, it all comes off.
Yeah.
So I don't even have to scrub the soap off.
Well, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Just an update on the Audi R8. I never thought I would be making another video on it after the, non-collection day, the departure day? Selling it, getting rid of it. I haven't had it for a while again, so it's ironic that I got a bill, 7 bills in one for the R8. And then just an update on the Supra with the ceramic coating and the full detail PPF and all that, washing it up.
You got a false bill in the mail or something you didn't do.
Yeah.
And it could have been a horrible situation if it was your car.
Luckily it wasn't. Yeah. Luckily it didn't resolve to that.
That could have been a whole ordeal.
Yeah.
Like, that wouldn't have been good.
No, not at all, not at all. So be sure to give the video a huge thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys in the next video.